Kill James Bond fans, your podcast needs you. We have been nominated for an award for the ITV bCreator Awards Podcast Creator of the Year. I know. And we need you to help us win this. It's a public vote. You don't even have to live in the UK. You can go to bcreator.co.uk/awards, which will of course be in the description, and vote for us. Do you like the podcast Kill James Bond? Do you think it would be funny for us to say award-winning podcast Kill James Bond every time we say the name of the show from here on out? Hello and welcome to award-winning podcast Kill James Bond. Do you think that it would be exciting for us all to walk directly into a room full of industry professionals, go straight onto the stage, cunt it up to the nines, get handed an award and tell them all to fuck off and free Palestine? I certainly do, and you have the opportunity in your hands to make it happen. bcreator.co.uk/awards. It will take less than a minute. I leave this in your capable hands.
Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail Thorne and Devon.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
You're back. You're so back.
You told the audience I was working, which is not true. But
I said you were working with an E. I said you were making it fucking work. All right?
Thank you. I was. I was in fact on dome leave. I have now returned,
which is a statutory provision that we have for all of us that we can all take advantage of. So welcome back, and we have a guest. We're joined by investigative journalist Sasha Baker. Sasha, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
It's our pleasure.
So excited to have you.
Hello.
You've brought us a movie for religion season. And the movie that you brought us is Shiva Baby, which is Emma Seligman's first movie. And let me tell you, this was a stressful watch. I'm excited to talk about it, and I'm excited to just kind of like raise my heart rate and blood pressure for the next hour or so.
This movie's fucking hilarious, though. I really enjoyed it. It's very like a stage play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really, really love this.
I think being so low budget sort of means that the movie has to be like a stage play. Like, I think this was made for about $200K.
Wow, that is less than Dracula's ex-girlfriend.
It's also it's very short, like because it was a short originally, and so the full movie is 78 minutes, right? But with Emma Seligman, you feel the time pass, right? Like I was checking every so often to be like, there's 49 minutes left of this.
Yeah,
I'm
like it
going
feels
to perish.
longer than it is brackets complimentary.
Yes, yeah. And one other thing I will say, noting as we kind of start the movie, is it has a European number of production company logos in front of it.
Yes, it does.
Which is something that suggests, and I was sort of gratified to have guessed this from the logos and then found this out later, a kind of difficult path to production, right? It took a lot of going around different people to get this movie made, and I'm so glad that they did. But it's just, you can kind of, like touch the ground and be like, a great battle happened here, you know?
So it's like $200,000, but also like $1 trillion to the nation of Italy from the producers of Diabolic, who are like getting some kind of massive tax rebate off the back of this.
Yeah, this was partially funded by the like EU Central Fund for Anxious Bisexuality, which obviously this is one of the things when we Brexited, I was so mad to lose access to that.
Yeah, that would have been so useful for me.
Yeah, the only thing we have now is the Council of Europe Fund for Confident Bisexuality, which I'm very happy to just still be getting checks from them. But
discriminatory is what it is.
I've lost mine. Unfortunately, all of those checks are now going to Rachel Sennott because she is killing this game so severely.
For real.
Yeah.
I do want to say about Rachel Sennott, and this is also funny because she is in this movie. Playing a Jewish woman is not Jewish herself. Some controversy about this when it came out.
Is she at least Italian? Is she at least of Italian descent?
I don't believe it's in accordance with the like Jewish Italian movie agreements. I'm not sure, but
she's of Italian descent. We're okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a thing.
We're in.
Yeah.
100%.
It's been hashed out at the UN.
Valeria, who is Italian, my reporting partner on some of the investigations I've done, we've talked about this a lot. She said in Italy, they just made the nanny Italian when they like dubbed it, because like Jewish references weren't as legible there. So like Fran Drescher is just Italian in Italy.
Amazing.
So I do want to also, if we're talking about Rachel Sennett, get this out of the way, because there's this thing, and I'm always slightly ambivalent about it, which is Kill James Bond is always caught in a kind of dialectical tension between feminism and lesbianism, where we're like, we love women, but also we love women. So we just tick off the big like Rachel Sennett hello box, and we just move on from that now.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay, fine.
Okay, good.
Passed unanimously.
And of course, there's another character in this movie, the only non-Jewish character, who is played by like very Jewish Diana Agron, who never gets to play Jews because she's blonde.
Yeah. They put in some dialogue about her character having a Jewish dad, and I think Fran Drescher is like, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count, yeah.
But so we start in present day New York, where Rachel Sennett's character is she's
on dome leave.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's not on leave. She's at work.
Dome leave is time off work. Yeah,
right. Well, busman's holiday, I guess. Yeah, for her. But she's at work. She's having sex with a guy. She calls him daddy during the sex.
She does.
Important for the plot.
And it sort of becomes apparent over the course of the scene that she is a sex worker and this is a client, right?
Yes.
Which, hell yeah, let's fucking go. But the way in which it becomes apparent that he is a client and she is a sex worker is he is behaving in deeply uncomfortable ways towards her.
Yes. This guy thinks that he's her boyfriend, and he's not.
He thinks he's in love in a kind of possessive way. He thinks that she is going to law school and she's doing this to just kind of like fund her law school career, and she's going to like change the world. And he's a good feminist ally by funding that.
That detail is so fucking funny. He's like, I want to support female entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
it's
good.
Altruistic paying for sex.
Yeah. I mean, I think I also want to sort of, if we're busy setting things out here as sort of preceptual, my position on sex work and feminism is, of course, that sex work is work and sex workers are workers who deserve sort of like rights and dignity and decriminalization and freedom from like sort of paternalistic interventions, whatever form they might take. And then there's an addendum to that in the sort of annex to the November report that says kill all clients now.
Yes.
Right. Reasonable. Yes.
Not exclusive to sex work. If you work in customer service, it says kill all customers now.
Exactly.
But like,
yeah. You've basically taken like both ends of the Nordic model and just like turn them way up. Like,
yeah, if there was a way to criminalize clients ruthlessly that didn't affect sex workers, pushing that button day one, because this guy is sort of like, realistically, I would submit, the worst.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And as part of this very, very possessive thing, he has gotten her a very, very expensive bracelet, which he just kind of snaps onto her wrist like a fucking handcuff.
Yeah.
Very sloppily, as we will see in the rest of the movie.
The sex is interrupted by a phone call from her mum, who says, "Are you coming to the funeral today, Danielle?" Which I think is such great. That's really good.
Of course, because Jews have funerals like almost immediately after a person dies. So like she hasn't really presumably had the time to like, cancel her plans and like block out her calendar for the funeral. Like the person died yesterday. The funeral is going on as we speak, probably. And then she's going to the Shiva, or as Maya refers to it in the movie, funeral after party.
And her mum leaves a voicemail because she's kind of like screening her calls, and her mum kind of like rants for a bit about her dad and about the kind of inconvenience of this funeral, and it's just like and finishes by saying like, "Call me, do not text me," which is
implies so much history.
We're establishing a real generational divide here, But so she goes to get picked up by her parents, including her dad, Fred Melamed.
He's
Welcome back. Welcome back for the show.
Welcome back, brother. Guy we'd love to see.
Consecutive episodes.
I think since you're doing Judaism season, he's going to be in a lot of them.
I hope so, because I really like him in this. I really liked
so
him in The
good.
Serious
Yeah.
Man. Very different character, right? It speaks to range,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because Cy Abelman, the kind of homewrecker, very, very different to Joel, Danielle's dad, who is this kind of like affable,
Yeah.
slightly befuddled, kind of embarrassing man, right?
Yeah. He's the most dad motherfucker.
Yeah, they arrive at.
This is every Jewish dad.
They arrive at the Shiva in Joel's minivan, which is full of what he only describes as products. Right,
Stacked so haphazardly as well. They're all in like cardboard boxes, which has been like kind of put into the back, like overarm thrown. Yeah,
inexplicable. We don't know why he has them. Is he collecting them? Is he buying them? Is he selling them? We don't know, but he has them, and they're occupying the whole trunk of this minivan.
This is a classic case of boomer parent who is neurodivergent, but it is way too late to get a diagnosis.
I remember my dad telling
every
me.
Jewish dad.
Yeah, this is my dad also. Yeah.
The plans have changed, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, my dad told me that his brother, my uncle, just had this like weird sort of like habit where he just like, he bought a lot of things, and not just like one of a thing, like, like 20 of a thing of the same thing. And I'm like, that is autism, Dad. That's neurodivergence. Like, not well understood.
There was no neurodivergence in your dad's day when your dad was growing up. He would just get very angry if the plans changed and then go nonverbal for a bit. That's just what he was like.
Oh, don't even joke.
What's the problem?
So
you know the drill. If you're hearing me at this point doing this kind of a voice, that means that it's time for you to pay up or fuck off. I don't believe that. I don't. But if you do want to listen to the rest of this episode, you are going to have to go to patreon.com/killjamesbond, all one word, and sign up today for as little as £5 a month. And that gives you access to not just this episode, but our entire backlog of bonus episodes, and at least 2 per month. And I won't tell you to fuck off again. I might.